Hey, love. Let's talk about something a lot of women don't have language for: men who are emotional but not emotionally safe. I'm Sasha Sage, your self life big sister, here to help you stop shrinking for love, raise your standards, and build a life that feels gentle, not draining. You might have met a man who cries, opens up, talks about his past, tells you you're his peace, but somehow your chest still feels tight and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Today, we're going to break down the difference between being emotionally loud and emotionally safe so you can stop mistaking chaos for connection. Now, if you're ready to stop chasing and start choosing yourself, follow me and let's rebuild your love life, your confidence, and your peace together. Today is another day of choosing yourself, and it starts now. Now, when I say emotionally loud, I'm not talking about someone who's in touch with their feelings in a healthy way. I'm talking about someone whose emotions are all over the place. Big words, big reactions, big stories, but very little safety. Emotionally loud men often trauma dump early to create instant closeness. They say things like, "I've never felt this way before," on week 2. They call you their safe space, but offer very little stability in return. Now, the connection feels intense, fast, deep, but your body is tense, your mind is spinning, and you're constantly trying to read between the lines. That's not emotional depth. That's emotional noise. Now, let's talk about 3 signs he's emotionally loud, not emotionally safe. Number 1, big words, low follow through. He talks beautifully. "You're my person. I can see a future with you. I've never met anyone like you." But when it's time to show up in real life, he's inconsistent. He forgets what he promised. He disappears when things get hard. Emotionally loud men use feelings language like currency, but you can't cash it. Pay attention. Does his life match his language? Number 2, oversharing his pain, unavailable for yours. He tells you every detail about his childhood, his exits, his trauma. It feels intimate. You feel trusted. But when you start sharing your feelings, he shuts down, gets defensive, changes the subject, or flips it back onto himself. Emotional safety is not just, "He cries with me." Emotional safety is, "He can handle my truth without punishing me for it." Number 3, chaos and conflict. Now, guys, watch how he moves when he's upset. Does he lash out, say cruel things, or weaponize your vulnerabilities? Does he block you, disappear, and come back like nothing happened? Does he guilt trip you, make himself the victim, or turn everything into drama? That's emotional loudness. Someone who constantly creates chaos and conflict does not suddenly become safe just because they apologize with tears later. The apology doesn't erase the pattern. So now let's go over what emotionally safe actually looks like. Emotionally safe men are not perfect. They still get triggered. They still make mistakes. But the experience of being with them is very different. Your body knows. Emotionally safe looks like consistency. You don't have to beg for clarity. He does what he says he'll do. Regulation. When he's upset, he might need a minute, but he doesn't punish you with silence or cruelty. Repair. After a disagreement, he's willing to circle back, listen, and clean it up. Humility. He can say, "I was wrong," without making it about how terrible or how horrible he feels. Room for your feelings. Your emotions aren't treated as an inconvenience, a threat, or a joke. With an emotionally safe man, you may still feel nervous if you're not used to safety, but over time you notice, "I can breathe around him." So why does chaos feel like chemistry? If you grew up around inconsistency, unpredictability, or emotional roller coasters, your nervous system might associate chaos with love. The man who is loud, intense, and unstable feels familiar, almost like home, even if home was stressful. The man who is steady, kind, and emotionally regulated might feel, well, boring at first, to be honest. You're not broken for feeling that. It just means your body is more used to surviving than receiving. This is where awareness changes everything. When you catch yourself feeling bored, ask, "Am I actually bored, or am I just not anxious?" And that feels unfamiliar. Now, guys, I want to give you a simple way to check the emotional safety of a connection you're in right now. Sit with these questions. 1. After we talk to see each other, do I usually feel calm or more anxious and confused? 2. When I bring up something that's bothering me, does he get curious or defensive and punishing? 3. Does he protect my dignity in conflict or does he aim to win and hit where it hurts? 4. If I stopped making excuses for him, would I still call this safe? No shame in yourself, just information. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and that's your power. Now, in closing, I like to say this. Emotional safety is not a luxury. It's not nice to have. It's the ground your future peace stands on. You deserve love that doesn't leave you anxious, bracing, or constantly doubting yourself. Now, if this resonated, stay close. We're going to keep talking about how to choose people who are safe for your heart, your mind, and your soft life. I'm Sasha Sage. I love you enough to tell you the truth, and I'll see you in the next one.